Well, good afternoon, good evening, and most importantly, good morning to our friends over in the UK. I know we're catching everybody very, very early this morning, and I'm just running a quick test. It is, of course, late Saturday night here, and had a heck of a day. I had a major computer crash. Thankfully, everything was saved and nothing was lost. This would have been all the information I need for running the broadcast next weekend in Los Angeles. So I was very happy and grateful that we were able to salvage things. And so this evening, as I've been getting everything back up and running and backed up, of course, on various different drives and things, so that we can have our live stream next weekend. I decided to do something a little different because I was also very curious about testing everything, not necessarily to do with this computer that almost crashed in my home today, because we're going to be using different computers there. But I did want to run a little bit of a StreamYard test um, before next weekend. I've been trying to meet up with the um, very nice fellow named Marcello from Italy, who will be sort of co-hosting things with our live stream back and forth. And but I just decided I'd jump on here tonight and sort of promote the event again and mention a couple of things. You can probably see from the scroll along the bottom that we're actually going to dive into watching an episode tonight. Now, this is going to be very special because this we might do two. We'll depend on it. We'll see if I'm still awake in an hour. But I figured we'd run Seance Spectre, and now this is going to be the version that I found on Martin Landau's Umatic tape, and it has not been seen anywhere in close to 50 years. So this is an exclusive live broadcast of Martin Landau's version of the Seance Spectre off of his Umatic tape. So we're going to run that. We'll see who shows up throughout the next hour. As I'm working away, we'll watch the comments. But yeah, most importantly, if anybody's out there and wants to check out the website, get some last minute tickets, of course, www.space19950years.com for your last minute tickets. We've been selling photo ops all week. That sort of closed this evening. If you wanted to get a photo op in the next day or so, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty easy to get along with. So if you missed the deadline, go ahead and get your photo ops purchased. The other thing is, of course, with the Breakaway Day International live stream for everybody over in the UK. That's why I wanted to try and catch some of you in the early morning hours over there. Um, you can still grab your supporting membership. It's $85 US. It will include full access to Breakaway Day International, which will be roughly a 6-hour broadcast. And it'll also stream, like I said, between Los Angeles and Italy. Our friends over in Modena at SpaceCon 7 will also be a part of this. On top of that, we'll also have a screening of Breakaway, the theatrical cut that we put together for London last year. So that's pretty good value. You also get the big digital convention booklet that we'll be putting together come fall. So over 200 pages. It compiles and chronicles the entire history of Space in 1999. So it's worth it, $85 for that just alone. But you also get the broadcast, Breakaway, theatrical cut. Pretty good value. So anyway, I'm going to just test the system here, test StreamYard. We'll see if any comments come in. I just ordered some pizza, so I'll be waiting for that, and I'll run Seance Spectre at the same time and see how we make out here. There's a couple people out there. Oh, and it looks like I've frozen, so I'm having computer issues again. We'll give that a second. There we go. There we go. Andrew's there. Hello, Andrew from Australia. Thanks for joining in. For sure. So yeah, enjoy this next episode. Nobody's seen this version, so I mean, it's not all that different, but it's just the fact that this was from Martin Landau's personal collection, and complete with the pops and scratches and of film from 50 years ago, and sort of like VHS quality. A little better than that. Umatic was a 3/4 inch tape format, so it's a little better than VHS. But yeah, I was happy to preserve this, and this is, like I said, not been premiered anywhere because I've been uploading these episode videos as Roy and I have gone along with the this episode podcast. But of course, we haven't even started year two yet, so none of these year two episodes have been uploaded. So here's Seance Spectre for you to enjoy, and we'll see who else shows up. I'll be watching the comments over the next hour or so. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll chime in after the episode. Okay, if anybody's still listening, I am having major lag issues here, so I'm trying to get the episode up and running here. Just bear with me. Aha. Okay, we're getting something here. Gotta love technology. Hey, everyone. I think it's loading now. There we go. Okay, well, if anybody's still around, I don't think this is going to work. Thankfully, like I said, this is
Moonbase Alpha status report. 2012 days after leaving Earth orbit. Dr. Helena Russell recording. It is now 3 weeks since we sighted the space phenomenon we call Tora. Within the next 24 hours, we shall know whether it is a habitable planet. But false hopes have been raised before, and since Commander Koenig doesn't want to raise false hopes again, he has ordered the few people who are aware of the situation to keep it secret. Command Center has been put off limits to all but a few chosen personnel.
The picture's gone. I don't understand it. We've got a right to know what's happening.
Well, something is, that's for sure. The command center's off limits, the screens are all blank.
We're approaching a planet. A habitable planet. I'm sure of it.
You've predicted it before.
How these things take time to work out.
But why is Koenig keeping it from us?
Well, I can guess. Why should we guess? Let's find out. This is the craziest drive. He came up with the red, technical. Sure you do. The crazy red. What, you got something?
Okay. Sorry, everybody. If there's a few of you out there still, there was no audio with that. I'm taking it. Just reading in the comments. Yeah, good thing set this up. That's really kind of strange. But can you hear me now? Is the important thing. If you can just chime in and let me know that my audio is coming through okay, that would be a big help. And there was a lot of lag there. Like I said, I'm not sure if you caught it earlier, but this computer I'm using nearly crashed today, and I had to take it to a repair depot just to get it to boot up again. And it's probably gonna fail eventually, but it was okay to bring it home and try and back everything up that I need for next weekend. The StreamYard thing isn't an issue because you can log into StreamYard from wherever you are, right? But I had a bunch of files like the extended breakaway cuts and things like that that were on here that I would manage to get on some thumb drives. But anyway, the no audio. Can you hear me now though? Rusty Shackelford. Any new rumors on Space 2099? Well, there's been a couple of rumors over the last 15 years. Nothing really concrete, I'd say. There was a couple different parties involved with various reboots. Actually, there was 3 off the top of my head that I can think of in the last 10 or 15 years. And Rusty saying, I could hear you, but couldn't hear the episode. Okay, that's really bizarre. Okay, well, thanks for that. I might have to run a couple tests here this week before I take off as to try and figure that out. I'm just going to try it again. I'm going to try something different, and if you guys can hang in there, we'll see if we can figure this out together. So give me a second. So I've got yep, you betcha, Rusty. That was a fellow named Jace Hall. Met him in Burbank in 2012. Yeah, it's just frustrating because it's this personal computer that I'm on that's lagging, and it's hard for me to bring things up in a hurry. But no, I'll be using a different computer in Los Angeles, of course, so the lag won't be an issue. But the audio thing might be an issue, especially if we run breakaways. So let me see here. Who else is out there? What time of the day is it for you? I was trying to catch some of the early risers over in the UK there. Okay, let me try this. 240 in Florida, yep. You did read a proposed 2099 series. How long ago was that, Rusty, just out of curiosity? How many years ago? There's Carrie, 1140 in LA. Yeah, we're coming to town next week, Carrie. Hope you can join us at the Hotel Burbank all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, 6 or 7 years ago. Huh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to try and share an episode again. You guys can just bear with me. Everything is just so slow because this computer is acting up. Yeah, Rusty, that'd be great. You can forward it if it's handy. Don't go out of your way, but space 1999 50 years at gmail.com. So space 1999 50 years at gmail.com. That does sound interesting. Helena's involved with Tony. Victor's a playboy hipster. Wow. Okay, let me see if I can find an episode here. I decided on Science Spectre because, of course, Peter Medak's going to be there next week, along with Carolyn Seymour. So I hope you guys can all make it. Carrie, tell your friends and family in the local Los Angeles Burbank area. www.space19950years.com for more information and tickets, of course. Okay, let's see if we can fire up an episode again here. I'll just run the opening sequence here, and you guys just, if you don't mind telling me if you get some audio this time. I'll just pick any old one here. Perfect, Carrie. Yep, you betcha. You need 2 day passes. Okay, here's a video. Just let me know if you guys can hear this, okay?
Where did they come from?
There was no indication on the long-range scanner.
Still no reply from the planet?
Nothing at all.
Keep trying.
This is Moonbase Alpha calling on all frequencies.
They're Hawks. They're Mark 9 Hawks. Certainly looks that way, yeah.
They're war machines. And that's enough for me.
Get going, Alan. Red alert!
This is...
Okay, wonderful. Yes, Andrew, Rusty, thank you so much. I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah, kind of a silly mistake. So I'm glad you guys pointed that out. And tell you what, I mean, while we're here, let's queue up Seance Spectre again. It's a fun, great episode. It's one of my favorites. And Peter Medak, his directing style with all the really interesting camera angles. I'm really excited to meet him next weekend. So, and of course, he directed another one of my year 2 favorites, Space Warp. So yeah, like 2 heavy hitters, and we're just really, really happy that Peter's going to be able to join us. And like I said, along with from Science Spectre, Carolyn Seymour. So give me a second here then. So I'll do this. We'll do that, and we'll try Science Spectre again. I'll run it for an hour. I might fall asleep, but I'll pop in afterwards if I'm still awake and promo the con. Get your supporting membership for Breakaway Day International. It's only $85. You also get to see Breakaway, the theatrical cut. And you'll also have access to our 200+ page digital convention booklet that'll be ready to go in the fall. So, okay. Need to do this. And I do apologize for the lag. That is on my end with this computer. Everybody out there, this won't be the case down in LA. That's right, Andrew. A year 2 episode in year 1 style. One of my favorites too. Yep. 100%. Sorry, just looking for, no, that's not it. Come on. Videos. Oh, I think I got it. Apologize for the delay. No, shoot, I don't either. Hang on. There it is. Okay. Sorry. All right. Third time's the charm. Here's Seance Spectre. After it loads. Andrew. But we're going to be also watching the alternate Metamorph. Device is having trouble sharing video. Try sharing again. Oh boy. Yeah, the alternate version of Metamorph. There's quite a few changes in it. I was real pleased to find that one on those Landau tapes as well. There we go. Tell you what as well, I'm going to take that ticker off the bottom. It's just not helping with this flag here. Yeah, it's giving me an error. Come on. Maybe this time. No, it says your device is having trouble sharing video. Try sharing again. Okay. I'm going to read right back. It shouldn't end the stream. Can I leave and come back? Should be able to. Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Everybody's still out there. That was an interesting thing to happen. Okay. Rusty's at work. So I'm back. Everybody can still see and hear me, right? I'm going to try and share one more time. Obscure stuff. Oh, Rusty, you have no idea. You ever heard of a Canadian debacle called the Star Lost? Okay, video file. Star Maidens. Yeah. Keith Wilson worked on that. Judy Geeson was in it, along with Lisa Harrow from Another Time, Another Place and Testament of Arcadia. War of the Worlds, 88 to 90. I never watched it, but heard good things. Rusty, whereabouts are you from? Yeah, whereabouts? I'm in Canada. Okay. Nice. Working in Orlando. Device, you're having trouble sharing your video, your device. Yeah, so it's my computer again messing up here, everybody. I do apologize. It's definitely going to have to go back to the shop when I get back from LA. But rest assured, yes, this won't be an issue next weekend because I'll be on a different computer. Trailer Park Boys, yeah. Oh yeah, hey. Well, you know, if you got a good old Canadian accent, hey, you know, like those Trailer Park Boys down east in the, you know, the maritime provinces, hey. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to wrap this then because that my computer just won't load videos properly. I do apologize. Thanks for picking up that there was no sound. I know what I did. Silly mistake. So yeah, I'll shouldn't be a problem next weekend. And Rusty, you got your supporting membership ticket, so you can tune in next weekend as well. www.space19950years.com. Purchase a supporting membership, and then we will send you a private viewing link. It's actually going to be on YouTube. So yeah, the StreamYard and computer lag won't be an issue. It'll all be broadcast to YouTube. So other than that, if you got your if you're thinking about a photo op, anybody get them in tonight or tomorrow, and we'll still honor that early bird special for you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish I had been able to run an episode for you, but we'll catch up throughout the week here. So everybody have a good rest of the evening or morning, wherever you're at. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.